Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
We are your reporters for the day.
And we aim to give news as of today's issue. And this is News Patrol! Speaker and FISGO Chairman Alan Peter Cayetano apologized after some arriving athletes were left stranded and were driven into the wrong hotel. A logistical snafu that drew criticism just day before the competition starts. Lorie Bulawan has the news.
Yes, you heard it right. Speaking to reporters, Cayetano said a lot of foreign teams participating to the SEA Games arrived earlier than expected. Cayetano said that during his time as a Foreign Affairs Secretary, he also experienced being unable to check in at a hotel when traveling overseas. Whenever he arrives early but recognized that this is no excuse. He said that out of several arrivals yesterday, a great majority were satisfied with the service of the organizing committee.
This is Lorie Bulawan reporting for News Patrol.
Like public school teachers, government nurses may soon get higher wages after the Senate amended the proposed 4.1 trillion 2020 budget and increased their base pay to salary grade 15. Senator Panfilo Lacson said the 2020 budget is approved by the Senate on third and final reading. Had a new special provision stating that nurses should have base pay of 30,531 a month in compliance with the Supreme Court decision. Geofrey Charles J has the news.
Yes, that is true. The salary adjustment for government nurses will be sourced from appropriation for staffing modification and upgrading of salaries worth some 3,173 billion pesos is needed. The Supreme Court earlier ruled that the pay of government nurses must be salary at the very least, as the court upheld the validity of the Philippines Nursing Act of 2002. But the court also said in its ruling that it could not compel the government to implement the salary grade 15 base pay of nurses, since it would require a law passed by Congress to provide funding for it. This is Geofrey Dote reporting for News Patrol.
Public school teachers on Thursday claimed victory after the Senate passed the 2020 budget, which includes double the funds that the House of Representatives had allotted for the salary increase of government workers. ACT said it would remain vigilant as the House of the Senate attempt to reconcile their respective versions of the budget next week. Both teachers groups said the distribution of the amount also need to be monitored to ensure that most of the foot soldiers would get most of it.
The move coming as the Asian city-state gears up for an election is the first real test of a measure that took effect last month, stoking fears it could stifle free speech and child dissent. But government officials have rejected such concerns.
I am Yorie Sanchez,
And I'm Laika Olarte,
and that's all for tonight's news and issues.
and this is
News Patrol!